Hey docs, if you are going to Parker, Australia, there's a speaker there I don't want you to go listen to. Part of the reason is the content that's going to be covered, and who it is of major importance, because if it's not something that's going to help you, I don't think you need to go. Now, before I tell you who it is and what's going on, the important thing is you get to Parker seminars in Australia, because this is for docs from New Zealand, Australia, Indonesia that get a chance to be there. And the speaker I'm talking about that you should not go and see is actually me. And the reason I say don't go there is because I don't want to let you down. What I'm going to cover in my talks, and I have 2 of them there at Parker, is going to be detailed. It's going to be a ton of information. But I want to make sure if you're in my sessions, you want to be there, and what you're going to learn is really going to help you out. So in saying that, I'm going to give you a ton of information here. If that resonates with you, get to my session at Parker Seminars. You won't be let down. If it isn't what you want to hear, I'm all about maximizing your most precious commodity, and I've learned long ago that is your time. So what I will be covering in 2 different sessions at the Parker Seminars Gold Coast in Australia is everything from top to bottom on communication that's going to help you have a greater influence in your community. But what I've done really well is I've taken 100 years of influence literature, I've taken behavioral psychology, and I've also infused that with my practice skills, and I've proceduralized material that is used in other arenas around the globe. So in other words, we take influence literature, and I've made a step-by-step process so that you can create believers. You can attract believers to your practice. This isn't about just growing your office and getting more new patients in. It's actually about getting educated people that want your care. And also, a big word I would tell you is disqualifying people. So as you do your communication with your patients, your in-house, even outside lectures and marketing, you want to disqualify people that don't believe there. And I'll be clear. It's also what I'm doing in this video. If someone doesn't want to learn to grow their practice, have a stronger message, attract more referrals, grow your practice, then quite honestly, I don't want you to come to my session, and the speaker you shouldn't listen to is me. Because what I'm also going to do then is teach you Socratic methods. Methods where you ask questions of your patients in all different areas of your practice, and you'll have the best 2 questions in every area to have maximum results and also save you time and headaches. So what I mean by that is how to do outside lectures, how to crunch time and do a 10-minute talk. And the most effective lectures we've ever given is by asking questions in a talk, in a lecture, over the table, in an exam. And I believe telling is selling. If you tell and yell at people, it doesn't make them like you more. If they don't like your message and you say it louder, it actually makes them like you less. So the point is, asking questions is influencing. You can also disqualify people so you save them time and they don't come in. But I'm going to give you meat and potatoes. I promise you, you will take the most notes in my session. You will have the most information to use in your practice. It's been tested, and anything I do, I want to teach docs to fail faster. Not that failure won't happen. Learn to fail in my session. Learn to fail with the notes I'm going to give you at Parker, Australia, so you can be ready to go on Monday. Nothing needs to be tested. I've already done that. I've been in practice almost 20 years. I have over 10,000 hours of speaking, which according to Simon Sinek makes me a communications expert because I've logged my 10,000 hours. What I've also done is taken that influence literature, keywords, key Socratic phrases, and I've made it for chiropractors. You see, what's important there is there's no translation that needs to happen. I'm not going to give you esoteric slides and things on my presentation that you then have to figure out later. You have to chunk it down. I'm going to start with the big concept, and I'm going to chunk it all the way down into how to ask it, what to say, what to do, what to not do, mistakes that have been made, common myths. If you're going to Parker, Australia, you're going to love my 2 sessions. I want to save you the time and say if that doesn't interest you, then by all means, that lineup is loaded with great speakers. And if for any crazy reason you can't make it to Parker Gold Coast, please know that as an Aussie doc or a Kiwi, we're coming back in October to Melbourne. The 24th and 25th weekend, it's an all-day Saturday, all-day Sunday workshop we call the Art of the Close to teach you effectively how to do community lectures, how to close it for growth, because it's the 10-100 rule. The last 10 minutes of your talk yields 100% of your potential growth, and then we actually crunch time and we just teach you how to do 10-minute talks, which is the closest thing to a TED Talk It's been blowing up. We've done this in the U.S. to sell out crowds. I'll be going back to Europe by popular demand for a third time. And we've had a number of Aussie docs reach out. So I'm coming to Melbourne in October. If for any reason you miss the Australian Parker Seminar Series, then just know I'll be coming back there in a couple months. And I'm going to have my good friend Dr. Martin Harvey help me, because talk about influence literature and a guru, the two of us together, it's going to be thunder and lightning. And I'm excited to see you at the Parker Seminars. There is one speaker you shouldn't listen to, unless, of course, you want to grow. Then you got to come see my sessions. See you there, Parker Gold Coast. Good day.